This is a screencast explaining this week's homework for WebD 191. So at this point in the 8-week course, we have our template, our homepage template done. All the content on our homepage should be done. And we have our style guide done. So now it's time to just produce the rest of the site. So this week we're going to focus on the work samples that were done in week 4 and week 3. So your work section should have appropriate links to the functioning work. This means the pages that your thumbnails of work from your home pages will be connected to. I'm assuming that your work will be on the home pages. If you've met with me over the past week for Google Hangout, that's what we're pushing for, so that an employer, an HR rep, can see your work on that home page. So wherever the work is shown, the image should always be clear and have proper resolution. You should have keywords under the images describing the technologies used, and the work should replicate your career goals. Let me just show you 2 examples. So this is Frank. This is from the last course. I've shown this site to you folks before, and I'm giving it to you as an opportunity or possibly an idea of how you can deal with this requirement. So basically this right here is the link, and he can go to the one page like this. And I'll let it load for a second, and there's the one page. Okay, that's the actual project itself. Or you can go ahead and see a little bit more about it and have the description on there. So that's great for people who want to look for certain technologies. You can see category, web design, e-commerce, OpenCart. That's, I think, a good way to do it. He's got quite a bit. He's added 12, but he worked really hard. Remember, this is an intensive 8-week course, so it's going to take some work. But we should see 4, 5, 6 things on these things. Anyway, you've got projects for 170, 162, 153, 166, 4 different projects that you've been required minimally, plus 169, 168. So you should have at least a handful of projects for this section. Now that's one of them. Now Julie Silva is another excellent student, and the way she did it was she goes to she actually just straight out linked to it, but she has a photography business, so she just threw linked to a gallery of her work. Now, this is one of the better galleries that WordPress offers, but the point is that the work should replicate your career goals. So if you're a dev, throw some dev things in there. If you're a designer, throw some design things. That's kind of where we're headed with this. Okay, so when you submit, just submit the link, and we'll go from links on. I'm not at this point in the course. We've got basically this week and then a couple weeks left, week 7 and 8. So I'm not going to check your code quality, but I am interested in the initial impression the user would get when they see your work.